Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. EquitySet is an equities investment research platform that makes institutional quality stock research tools available to retail investors. And it's focused on empowering retail investors with more tools and insights and education. And with me is co-founder Tony Zipparro to talk about EquitySet. So I always love anything that democratizes the investing space. So tell me about what EquitySet is doing.
So it's a stock research platform. Right now we're based in U.S. securities and ETFs. And our goal, really, we have three primary functions that we try to build around, and that's empowering retail investors with better tools and insights around researching U.S. Companies and ETFs, finding opportunities when they might not know where to look, and then being able to track those for changes and signals that helps make them more attractive to them.
Okay, like an entry point into a particular stock or something. What gave you the idea to start EquitySet?
So the short answer is there was a lot of gaps. So myself being a young investor, I got hooked, bit by the bug of trying to understand better how markets moved, how prices were correlated to performance and technicals. And as I went through that journey, I just found that I was doing a lot of analysis that I felt a platform, right, could provide. And so I had a slight divergence for a period of about 13 years where I actually founded a UX, UI, and development agency that was on the Inc. 5000 list. And through that, really learned about how to design things and how to develop features that were impactful to users. And so the whole reason went down the path is I had this odd mix of expertise in finance, design, and how to develop it into a platform. And so I decided to take the risk and do it.
Well, that's true. There's one thing to know how to do stock research, but another thing to know how to build a website and make it easily understandable to people.
Absolutely.
So what kind of information is on EquitySet that an investor might be able to glean?
Yeah. So, of course, you've got traditional information that you can find on a lot of other great tools, and the pricing, news, everything about a symbol in a company. But some of the unique features and what we really try to focus on is customization and comparison. So while it's great to look into a company and understand maybe how their financials are doing, it's another thing I found to be able to easily, we're talking seconds, sometimes minutes, cross-compare those across its competitors, across adding companies that you want to see. And so a lot of the tools that we focus on now are helping you to understand, depending on your investment philosophy, whether or not what you own or are watching fits that, and if there's something potentially better out there that you're not seeing.
What are the pain points that you have found that beginning investors or retail investors have when they're researching a stock?
Yeah. And it kind of comes back to what we try to build around. Comparison is one of them. Traditionally, you open a couple different tabs, you take a minute, on each, and you're doing a lot of context switching, right? You're looking at one tab, then going to the next, right? Maybe pulling data down. The biggest pain point is being able to see that all in one view, right? And it's tough. There's a lot of information. Again, if you're looking at operations or valuation of a company, there's 10, 20, 30 different data points that you could look at. And so what we try to do is solve that pain point of not only them being able to see that in a simplified kind of frame of reference, but then being able to customize what they do and don't like, to hide modules, to add modules, to make their own reports.
Can you explain the alignment score that you assign to stocks?
Yes. So how we like to think about it is the alignment score looks to take what we call dimensions, right? Call them things that influence stock price. So that is operations, valuations, sentiment, right? What analysts are saying, what news stories are saying, market dynamics, supply and demand. It tries to boil those down into these dimensions, and then it plots those. And so we like to think of using it as a guideline for how bearish or bullish, right? How well aligned a company is with all of those things. And so it's from that point, using the alignment score is, let's say something has an 80% alignment. Well, it's digging in further, not just using that as, blind, I should buy this stock,
right.
But digging into why, right? Is there any weak areas? Where it's areas of strengths? and then comparing that to other companies and investments in the space.
Okay. And this is just research. You aren't buying stocks, right?
Correct.
On the platform.
Just research. We try to stay in our lane. We don't care where people trade it. We just want them to do the research necessary to make a good decision for them.
And how can somebody find out more about EquitySet?
The easiest way is going to EquitySet.com. A lot of our features and functions are highlighted on there, and being able to sign up, play around with it. We want to make it easy for investors and people interested in investing to get started.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tony.
Thank you very much.
Clean Vision identifies and supports innovative companies in clean energy and sustainability, aiming to meet global market needs while improving customer quality of life and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. At Clean Vision, we provide consultancy services, helping organizations enter new markets faster and become more profitable. Clean Vision, the future of clean energy.
Drinique designs unbreakable glassware with the use of Triton copolyester. And with me is co-host Colin Jordon with the New to the Street segment, Moneymakers. And also we've got Andrew Elliott, the founder and president of Drinique, and Hamid Charoosaie, vice president of marketing. Great to have you here, and thanks for joining us. And let's talk about the company a little bit. What inspired you to be a founder of the company? How does it work? And tell me about the product.
Absolutely. It's fantastic being here, first off. Well, I got the idea originally when I was in college. I had always been passionate about the hospitality industry. I worked in bars and restaurants growing up. I found that there's a real void in the market for a product that truly looked like glass but was unbreakable. So shortly after graduating college, it was in 2007, and actually right after being let go from a restaurant job, I established Drinique. And the product has really grown today to not only service both the hospitality market, but also commercial businesses and direct-to-consumer customers.
Awesome, awesome. Hamid, why don't you tell us a little bit, what makes Drinique unique?
Yeah, so Drinique actually pioneered the use of BPA-free Eastman Triton into drinkware. This material is initially intended for medical parts because of its high heat and chemical resistance. That is what usually causes other inferior plastics to break down, and which is why we're able to offer that lifetime guarantee against cracking or breaking. In addition, Triton doesn't contain BPA, which has led to studies have led BPA to show health concerns, which is included in other plastics like polycarbonate. And we started to see BPA banned in countries around the world.
And all of the products are made in the U.S.?
Yeah. So we're proud to manufacture all our products in the U.S. in Phoenix, Arizona. Nice thing about that is we can service our North American customers very quickly and provide a low carbon footprint.
Awesome, love to hear that. American made, right on. So tell us a little bit more about who your target customer is, like who you guys go after when you're selling these products.
Yeah, so when we first started Drinique, we initially sold to nightclubs, bars, and beach clubs. We sell to customers like Wynn Encore in Vegas and Fontainebleau in Miami. Since then, our customers have really transformed to include restaurants, cruise lines, catering companies, and premier hotel brands around the world like Ritz, Carlton, Edition Hotels, and Four Seasons. In addition, we also sell to corporate technology campuses like Facebook, Meta, and LinkedIn for all their cafes and data centers. Now we also have a big focus in the direct-to-consumer market as we see a big demand for a product like Drinique in the home.
Cool. And then, up and coming, we've got 2024. You guys have any big plans, any announcements, anything coming up expansion-wise?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're always innovating and developing new products, but what we're most excited to announce today is a transition of our entire drinkware catalog to a new sustainable version of our material called Triton Renew. What's incredible about this material is it has the same beauty, durability, and BPA-free nature of our existing product line, but it's made from a new type of recycling called molecular recycling. So essentially, we're going to be diverting plastic waste that would be destined for a landfill, and we're converting it back into a reusable product. So if I had a glass here to show you, our stemless wine glass, for example, would be equal to diverting 9 plastic water bottles from a landfill. So it'd be about a 50% recycled content product. So it's a really fantastic story for us to be able to tell as a company, for our customers, and ultimately for the planet.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Andrew and Hamid, for coming in and
Great.
telling Drinique, and congratulations on your success.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks
It's
for
great
having
to be
Thanks,
here.
guys.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
Hempacco's goal is disrupting the nearly $1 trillion tobacco industry with herb and hemp-based alternatives to nicotine cigarettes. And they just signed an agreement with CBDAY to distribute the products in India and Thailand. So with me to talk more about this, CEO of Hempacco, Sandro Piancone, and then also Shivkumar, the CEO of CBDAY, to talk about this new deal. Sounds very exciting. Sandro, let's start with you. I mean, tell me about this new exclusive master distributor agreement.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you for having us on again. Sid, thank you for joining us. Yes, so we met Sid and his group about a year ago, a little bit over a year ago. He came to visit us at our factories. We met him, we liked his vision for his company. And what we discussed was becoming a distributor in India for us. So we started doing some logistics, some testing of products, of shipping. We learned a lot through that experience. And then we also decided he did a lot of on his own traveling to see what markets were growing. And one of them is Thailand, which he's going to tell you all about. So he was out here for the last 2 weeks. Actually, before MJ BizCon, we sent a team to India to work with him to look at logistics, supply chain on certain products. But then he came back out, followed the team to Las Vegas. We met at MJ BizCon. That's where we signed the agreement. So CBDAY is our exclusive distributor, not just for India, but also for Thailand. And so we're very excited to have him. We call him a partner. He's part of the family. So we're very excited to have Sid join Hempacco.
Well, Sid, let's get it. Explain the business, CBDAY. What's your operations like?
Right. First of all, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be joining you guys this morning. Well, CBDAY is a company based out of India, and we incorporated back in 2022. Our global operations came out with a vision so that we partner with right companies who are doing great in the space of hemp and cannabis. And like Sandro said, a little over one and a half years ago, we got introduced to the operations and how things are moving with Hempacco. I was very moved with the vision, the planning, and the kind of products that Hempacco has. So I made a decision to fly out to the US. So we have 12 operational chapters, which covers everything from new market understanding to research, partnering with manufacturers, figuring out the logistics, distribution network in India, Japan, then we have Thailand, we have some new partners in Australia. So things are looking very great. And with this partnership, we are hoping to have these celebrity brands for the first time in Asia. So that's a big one. It's a big achievement for CBDAY.
And then where would you like to see the company, say, in 5 or 10 years?
Well, as we are growing now, I see CBDAY's presence in all 7 continents. That's what that was my first thing. When I developed this company, I had this vision to be functioning and to have our operations in all 7 continents. Now that we have our operations in Asia, in 2 countries, starting with India and Thailand, we have 3 more countries to go. And we are currently figuring out the logistics, the rules and regulations. And yes, so 5 or 10 years down the line, that's where I see CBDAY would be operating in almost all 7 continents.
Okay, the whole world, global. So, well, exciting. It sounds like
very true to our name.
Yeah, there you go. It sounds like you are well on your way. Congratulations on this partnership. And thanks so much for sharing, Sid. And Sandro, always great to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Sid. We're very excited to be having him as our partner. Obviously, it's a great market, a big market, and we're happy to be on your show. So thank you.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.com.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
RIA is an outsourced bookkeeping and accounting company specifically for the real estate industry. And with me is the co-founder, Mark Kappelman, to talk about this, and also Colin Jordon, co-host of our New to the Street Money Makers segment. So welcome, Mark. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Right on. So Mark, why don't you tell us a little bit how RIA got started and why a company like this exists?
Yeah, sure. So, the short story is I outsourced my own property accounting and it came back really bad and we decided to address that problem. Slightly longer story is early in my career, I was a CPA working at one of the big four accounting firms. My wife and I got the great idea to start flipping real estate on the side as a side hustle. As that side hustle grew, we started reading all the entrepreneurial books and they said, hey, outsource your accounting and focus on doing deals and growing the business. And it sounded great in theory. We outsourced our own accounting and it just came back bad. They didn't understand things like net operating income and what to capitalize and expense. It's some kind of common real estate stuff, to us anyway. Right. That we'd expect an accountant to know. We looked around, couldn't find anybody focused on that, and that's really where the idea for RIA was born.
Interesting, an awesome origin story there. So why should somebody hire you versus, say, their own accountant to do their real estate book?
Yeah, there's really three big reasons. One, all we do is real estate and specifically property management. It is literally all we do. Not many people can claim that. Two is property management softwares are complex. They're going to try to tell you that it's really simple to easy, and easy to use, but it's really not. That's all we do. We operate. Most accountants know QuickBooks, but they don't know Yardi, AppFolio, and Trada. That's all we do. And then last but not least, it's certainly cost. We have an international team and a fractional model, so compared to hiring in-house, we're usually about 30 to 50% cheaper.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about that team and how you guys actually work with the clients.
Yeah, so it's really, two big pillars. It's people and it's technology. So we have over 150 property accountants, 100% focused on real estate, and we really employ a team model. So every client gets at least 4 people, all the way from a staff accountant all the way up to a controller. So there's really nothing too complex that we can't handle. And then on the tech side, we continue to leverage AI and other data analysis tools internally as we look to automate and streamline our clients' back office accounting.
Who is RIA targeting? Like, what would your typical customer look like?
Yeah, so it's within real estate, it's property management, and it's residential and commercial. So on the residential side, clients range from as small as 200 units under management all the way up to 7,000. And then on the commercial side, we have clients with as small as a portfolio of 5 buildings all the way up to a few hundred. So it's really a big range that we can service.
Nice. And so as you guys land more clients, what are your kind of growth plans here? Like, where do you guys see yourselves going in the future?
Yeah, look, we doubled from 22 to 23. 23 was a great year, and 2024, the plan is the same thing, double again. But ultimately, it's all about the team. We're a people-first business. We're going to continue to invest in hiring, in training, in our real estate expertise, because when any real estate investor or property manager thinks real estate and thinks accounting, we want them to think of RIA.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mark.
Awesome.
Best of luck to you in the future.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, man.
Okay.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to your Secure Privacy and Security segment. I'm Anna Berry, along with Alain Guillai, the CEO of Secure. All right, the weekly hack is talking Vegas. I'm sure you heard the news of the casino hack, MGM, Caesars. I've stayed at both places. Luckily, it was not when they were hacked. So the issue, Alain, I want you to talk a little bit about is the FBI is still struggling to basically find this group of casino hacking guys. It's an actual gang. They're based in the US and they still haven't been arrested. So give us an update of what's going on and why we should be weary of stuff like this.
Well, I'll leave the authorities to do their job, and I won't comment on that because they got quite a lot of work on their shoulders. What's important to know is that casino database is like the treasure trove. It's the holy grail because it's people that literally have money to spend, to throw away, and to gamble. That's the nature of the business. Interestingly enough, I stayed in Singapore a few years ago. It's the Sands Hotel or something. I forgot the name, but it's got that pool on the roof. And I received a few days ago an email from them. I mean, this was back in before 2019 even, and their database got hacked and my account has been compromised. So name, email address, everything. So this was before 2019. That's about almost 4 or 5 years ago. And the database stays. So even if you didn't stay there last month, Anna, you may have gone there 2 years ago or at some point. Your database is there because I didn't even go to the casino. I went to the hotel. There was a cybersecurity, there was a cloud conference there, and that's what we're exhibiting. And that's how they have my information. So casino database is extremely valuable. It's a huge target. And as we advance in this tough economic climate, that's the kind of database people want to get. Then they're going to resell it in the dark web and make money from it, or hack you and find what kind of credit card and banking info you have. So it's pretty scary. We know that all these enterprises use the same infrastructure, the same email providers. And that's why we actually announced that we launched a brand new system for executive called Secure Relay, which essentially lets, let's say, MGM use their domain hosted with one of their providers, but the management and the C-level executives can host with us, maintaining the same domain. So we split the domain into two. We're the only ones able to do that. And then they have the advantage of that secure send, secure feature, and all that executives and managers would use for important communication. That's one way we can reduce crime and cyber hacking. So we're excited about that. Casinos are a prime target for this because they deal with obviously huge financial transactions.
Yes, and sometimes you feel helpless because you go to a casino when I went and you have to download these apps in order to get a coffee or room service or go to the pool. And so much of your information is out there already. And sometimes we don't really know what we can do at that big level, the corporate level, but what can we do at the consumer level between our own information at home on our computers? And that's also, you provide that service of the secure send and reply throughout your email services. So talk a little bit about that, because that's something we can adopt right now today on our own.
Yeah, that's a great example. You're going to go to a casino or a hotel, and if you're going to give any kind of information, sometime, I don't know, they need a copy of your passport or something, I would use the secure email with secure send, secure reply, which essentially lets you transact with anybody outside of secure. And the whole communication happens only in our servers in Switzerland. So the other person doesn't need to have secure. They can just click on a link, they get in, they read your email, and they use secure reply. You can also attach a ton of attachments. That's one way. You should have several email, a general email that is, throwable emails, we call it. We even offer that for consumer. We offer, I think, 2 aliases. So 2 throwable emails that you can use at any time and then delete it and recreate another email. That's free with your account. So I would use that. I would recommend doing that. And then you have your main email, which is for more private communication, your medical info, your real estate, maybe you're going to refinance your home or do anything or travel. And when they need your social security number and whatever, that's what I would use for secure.
And one more step for privacy is the VPN. Talk about your recent launch of this VPN and then how people can start to adopt these services into their everyday lives.
Yeah, the VPN is great. The VPN essentially puts you in a stealth mode. You're essentially in Switzerland. I should mention that we never require your phone number when you download our application. We even have a secure messenger, and basically it doesn't require you to put your phone number. So that's huge. And not having a phone number out there, letting everybody know what you're using, having the VPN making you look like you're in Switzerland, because in Swiss law, the IP address is your private property, and it's illegal for us to even sell it or whatever. So we don't data mine you. So get the VPN and get the email combo. It's affordable, and we do offer a promo code as well with a 15% discount, and it's privacy. The promo code is privacy.
There you go. Well, privacy has arrived with Secure. Great speaking with you, Alain, and we'll see you next week for another topic of the Weekly Hack. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone, and be very careful, especially these days.
Absolutely.